Yo, what is going on, Senpai Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we've got the review for episode 66 of Boruto. It was the final episode of the versus Momoshiki arc, and in my opinion, it was such a great way to end out this arc, because this arc has been non-stop. Right from the very start, we had the freaking weird-looking Zetsu, to the tuning exams, to the invasion of the Otsutsuki clan. And honestly, this episode, it was nice. It brought us back down to earth, and as a whole, the episode was just completely wholesome. It was a lovely, wholesome episode, seeing everyone reunite together again, and Boruto apologise and make up with everyone, at least most people. And the end bit, don't worry, I'm going to be talking about that ending because I've got a couple words to say about that. So then, straight off the bat, we see all the families reunite. We see Hinata running up to Naruto and saying how glad she is, and hugging Boruto, and Himawari's there. And it's, like I just said, it's just all around wholesome. It's so nice to see everyone together, because especially Hinata and Naruto, and all their family, because as we know, one of the main parts of the first 50 episodes of Boruto has been kind of, at least parts of it have been highlighting that this family of theirs, you know, it's not 100% perfect. So being able to see them all hug it out and be so close to each other, it was a refreshing sight. It was nice to see. We also saw Boruto apologise to everyone. Well, I say everyone, he apologised to most people. He went around the village, apologised to all the people in tuning exams, etc., because this was all his fault and he's sorry for cheating. Shinki wasn't really taking it too much. He didn't really, at least from what I saw, he didn't accept the apology that great. I mean, you can see that he's now 100%, he's made Boruto a rival of his. And I'm still not too sure about Shinki. I remember in his fight against, I think it was Chocho, when he kind of went serious, he had this extremely menacing look. It reminded me of young tuning exams evil Gaara. So I still don't know how good Shinki is. Part of me still thinking it wouldn't surprise me if this guy, you know, he turned out to have a little bit of evil inside him. But one thing I will say is that I still think that Shinki will come out of all this as Chunin. I said it when we got confirmation who was going to be in the final. I said that I reckon Sarada would get knocked out by Shinki, Boruto would cheat, Shinki would end up becoming Chunin after all the attack was done and everything, blah blah blah. So I'm sticking by that. I still feel like he'll become Chunin, especially when Shikamaru was talking to Naruto saying, well, we still need to talk to all the other villages and kind of figure out what we're going to do about all this. So if Shinki does become Chunin, I'm just going to say, I told you so, I called it. Also, while we're on topic of all them, it was nice to see them all again. It was refreshing. I think that was the only other team from the other villages we actually got to see. And personally, they're probably the only important ones. I can't really remember the others. You had like the Killer Bee wannabe dude. You had those triplets. And then you had the Mist guy. Let's be honest, Gaara's squad, well, are they Gaara's team or Tamaru's team? Someone like that. Gaara's squad or whoever. They're clearly the only other really relevant squad from a different village. And come to think of it, it was kind of the same in the old Naruto. The Sand Ninja were the only really relevant other trio from another village. So that's obviously continuing. Now, one big scene from this episode is we got to see Boruto and Sasuke chatting to each other. And we got confirmation that Sasuke did see everything that went on at the end of the fight once Momoshiki was beaten. He did see with his Rinnegan that Momoshiki was in fact talking to Boruto, and he did in fact actually see the Karma Seal. At least that's what I think. I don't know whether or not he saw the Jogan. Personally, I don't think he did see the Jogan, but I think he definitely 100% saw the Karma Seal. So I mean, he was talking to Boruto saying, listen, I don't want to worry you, but whatever happens to you, it is 100% completely not normal, you know, because I'm sure that's what every 12-year-old wants to hear. Boruto also went to give Sasuke his headband back, and Sasuke told him You keep it. It's to show you that you're my pupil. And honestly, it hit so hard because I just could not stop thinking about episode 1. You know, when Boruto, the village is completely destroyed, Boruto whips out that headband and puts it on. It just worries me because I just keep thinking more and more, it's too much. Sasuke's so happy. He's so happy. He's always smiling. He's got this family. He's resurrected the clan, which is what he's always wanted to do. Let's be honest, there are massive death flags. I'm 90% sure that Sasuke is going to be dying at some point in this series. And I really don't want him to, but after seeing that headband, I couldn't stop thinking about the first episode when Boruto puts it on. I hate to say it, but I do see Sasuke dying 100%. And it was nice to see that because it does look like they are referencing the first episode a bit. I can't remember if it's confirmation whether or not that what he puts on in episode 1 is actually Sasuke's headband, because I know there's a bit of controversy. Is it Sasuke's cape? Is it Sasuke's sword? Is it Sasuke's headband? I think it is Sasuke's headband. I'm pretty sure that was confirmed, possibly. But still, nonetheless, it scares me. It really does scares me because I feel like I know exactly what's happening. And that's going to be that Sasuke finally sorts his life out and dies. Anyway, so after that, Boruto then runs off into the distance and Sarada comes up asking Sasuke what he was talking about with Boruto. And clearly Sasuke is trying to keep the whole Momoshiki prophecy seal thing on a low. He says to Sarada, oh, it's nothing much. And then Sarada's saying, how long are you going to stay here, blah, blah, blah. And she asks him to teach her, or at least ask him to train her more about her fireball jutsu, which, if you've not seen the Sasuke novel, is exactly what happens in that. Now, I don't want to spoil too much, but we're currently going to an arc about Jojo. It's only going to last, I believe, 3 episodes, and we're probably going to have about another 6 episodes to spare until we then jump into the next arc that's in the manga, the completely brand new material. And I'm thinking it might well be that we'll get that novel adaptation now in the anime, in my opinion. So, again, some of you might know my mixed feelings with this novel, but regardless, I'm still quite excited to see what happens, what direction they take, if they do choose to animate it. We also got to see an insight onto what Boruto's goal is, because we all know 90% of shonen main characters, they have that goal. Naruto, he wants to be Hokage. Deku, he wants to be the best hero. Who others? I'm forgetting others, but Boruto, he never really had one up to this point. His sole goal was to be cool. Now he's finally got something he can aim for, something to strive towards, and that is to become a shinobi like Sasuke and protect Sarada when she becomes Hokage. And I'm not gonna lie, that scene was adorable. I loved it. I don't want to say too much about shipping because obviously I made that video not too long ago about shippers. I do ship Boruto and Sarada. I don't care overly too much what happens, but I'm just saying is as it is. So I'm going to be interested to see the reaction in the fandom about that because, like I said, that video I made, there are way more crazy shippers in this fandom than I first realised. Anyway, regardless, what we were all waiting for is the seal. We finally got to see the Karma seal on Boruto's palm. Now, all of you anime onlys, I'm not going to spoil anything, but that seal on Boruto's palm will change him as a person forever. That is not just some simple wacky old curse mark. That thing on his palm is literally life-changing for Boruto. You guys are not ready for the absolute insanity that seal is gonna be. It is hands down. I've been waiting to see this seal in the anime now for so long, and now that I've seen it, I just want more. I just want more and more and more, and I want to see it in use. I want to catch up to the manga so much. I understand it's going to take a while. It probably won't be till next year we get to actually properly see more of it. Yes, you will. Yeah, it's just anime onlys. you're not ready. Stick with it. Stick with Boruto. I beg you. Pull yourself through it. I understand sometimes it can feel like a chore. But you just stick with it. And I promise you right now, you will not be disappointed. One thing I want to touch on, I feel like this actually happened earlier on in the episode. Two more things actually. One of them, which happened way earlier, I think, is that Boruto was saying to Hinata that his old jacket, he doesn't want a new one, because she said he sure don't want a new one because, for those of you who don't know, there was like a tear down the side of it. Hinata, I think, stitched it back together, but he was saying, no, you know what, this is cool. This jacket's cool, and that in itself is some massive character development for Boruto, because as we all know, throughout that first 50 episodes, I mean, it was not too long ago, to start its arc, I think it was mentioned, or just before, and I was saying that Boruto's main goal in the past was to be cool, and Naruto and Sasuke and everyone was highlighting the fact that Boruto's always got the latest, hippest, coolest clothes that there is. They're always immaculate and clean and tidy. And so now to see the fact that obviously he's been wearing Naruto's old, just trashed jacket in the past couple of episodes, but now we see him say, you know what, it's damaged, it's ripped, it's torn. Don't worry, Mom, it's cool. It's only small, but it's huge character development. And also linking into the first episode again, when we see adult Boruto or teenage Boruto, and his clothes there are just completely like obliterated. So it's all coming together now. It is all starting to come together. And then the other thing I wanted to touch on that I believe happened earlier on in the episode is Boruto apologising to Shikadai. It was a wholesome scene. And I'm not going to lie, Boruto and Shikadai, I can't have Shikadai dying. This friendship needs to go on forever. Boruto and Shikadai's interactions, I love them every single time. I love them together. I think they're just, I have no words. I just know that if Shikadai ever dies at some point in this series, I'm done. I'm gone. I won't be able to take it. Shikadai and Boruto are two of, if not my favourite two characters. They're by far my favourite interactions between the new generation. And I'd probably say Shikadai is probably other than the Team 7 members, and I think this is the same thing, the majority of people, but Shikadai is my favourite next-gen Genin character. Naruto made it up. Naruto made up for his mistakes. He got a birthday cake for Himawari and Boruto, and they celebrated their birthdays together, even though it was late. And what I loved about this is when Boruto first saw Naruto, and we saw about the birthday cake and whatnot, me and my girlfriend, we said to each other, like, I really want Boruto to punch Naruto, just see if he's a shadow clone. And a couple of minutes passed, and what did you know? Honestly, I couldn't help but laugh when he did punch Naruto. It wasn't a weak punch. Boruto proper went and punched Naruto straight in the gut to see if he was a shadow clone. And obviously it wasn't a shadow clone. And it's just all wholesome. But one thing I want to know is when Boruto went to he went to wash his hands, and it was clearly visible, his karma seal. So I don't know why no one pointed that out. Doesn't make much sense to me, but you know, what can you say? I thought that was a bit weird. Maybe, at least put something on to cover it up if they're not going to see it, but that's just me. But anyway, and last but not least, we need to talk about that end credit scene. And I hate to say it, but I told you so. I told you guys, I'm calling out everybody who said that Urashiki would be just nothing other than a fodder character. He would die at the end of the arc. He's going to be nothing. Don't get your hopes up. I'm calling all of you guys out. You know who you are. I'm only joking. Obviously, I'm not calling anyone out. It's all a bit of fun. But I do mean it. I did tell you guys. I've been saying for a couple months now when I made a theory on this that Urashiki is more than what meets the eye. He's going to be a very, very big character in this story. He's a big villain. I've been saying that for quite a while, and I think this end credits all but confirmed it. Clearly, he's going to play a huge, huge role in this story, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. Obviously, like I said, I made a theory on this quite a bit ago now, but when Urashiki said he could cause quite a problem to us, parentheses on the us, emphasis on the us, is he talking about the Otsutsuki clan or the Kara organisation? I'm going to put my hand up here and I'm putting money on it. He's going to be linked with Kara. That's my guess. I do have a theory video actually coming out about Urashiki and all this type of stuff. I don't have a clue about that. I have already recorded it. I recorded it before today's episode because I didn't actually think we'd see Urashiki at all in this episode. So part of that video might sound a bit stupid because I'm saying that like we don't know if he's going to die or something like that. Which obviously we know he's not going to die at this arc. But you have that to look forward to. It's going to kind of expand on Urashiki and Toneri and everybody's favourite Kawaki. So you guys have that to look forward to. But nonetheless, like I said, this episode was fantastic to just kind of bring us back down to earth, and it was just all around wholesome. And at the end credit scene with Urashiki, that laugh genuinely sent shivers down my spine. Pure evil laugh. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're not ready to become a member of the Senpai Squad, and I will see you guys in another video. But until then, peace.